Before you buy any property in Dubai, whether off-plan or ready, there's a mistake investors are still making that could cost them years of lost returns. Because when you see the actual numbers from 2020 to 2025, the truth about appreciation and return on investment is very different to what most people are being told. And in fact, many investors are unknowingly choosing the wrong segment entirely. Today, I'm going to be showing you the real data, and it might completely change how you invest in 2026. By the way, if we haven't met, I'm Chris Channer, and I help buyers just like you every single week secure the right investment property here in Dubai, safely and confidently, and backed by real numbers. If you'd like personal guidance, you'll find my phone number, email, and my 2026 off-plan buyer's guide, and a link to book a direct call within the description below. Let's get into the data. Between 2020 and 2025, Dubai experienced one of the strongest real estate cycles in its history. But the most important trend was this: off-plan took over the market. According to the data, in 2024, off-plan made up 61% of total transaction value. And by 2025, off-plan accounted for 69% of all transactions. This wasn't by accident. Investors were chasing low entry prices, flexible payment plans, and the potential for significant appreciation during construction. This brings us to the real question: which one performed better financially, off-plan or secondary? Let's break down the capital appreciation first. The report is very clear. Appreciation varied massively depending on property type and segment. For people who bought off-plan villas and townhouses in 2020, you would have seen an average of 120% capital appreciation if you'd held until 2025. On the secondary market, villas and townhouses appreciated on average 90% over the same period. This means buying off-plan essentially doubled investors' returns compared to buying ready villas. Why? Because off-plan villas launched at lower entry prices in 2020, right before the massive surge in demand for larger homes during and after COVID. The apartment segment also performed well, although less dramatic. Off-plan apartments have appreciated on average 60% since 2020, and secondary apartments appreciated on average 45%. Still, a clear win for off-plan, but the gap is smaller compared to villas. If your strategy is purely capital appreciation, the numbers speak for themselves. Off-plan outperformed the secondary market across both apartments and villas from 2020 to 2025. But the biggest gains were in off-plan villas and townhouses. Now, let's look at return on investment, because returns aren't just about price growth, they're about income. In the report, it lays this out very clearly. Ready properties ROI, 5 to 7.5% rental yield immediately. Moderate long-term capital growth and lower risk. This is perfect for income-focused investors. Let's talk about off-plan return on investment. Now, there's 0% rental yield during the construction period. That being said, there is an extremely high capital appreciation, especially during the construction period. There are slightly higher risks, completion risks, or changing market conditions. So the conclusion is simple. Secondary equals better for immediate cash flow. Off-plan, better for total return on investment through capital appreciation. The report literally states that off-plan offered superior total return on investment during the 2020 to 2025 cycle, driven almost entirely by construction period uplift. One of the biggest mistakes investors made is thinking off-plan versus ready is the whole story. It's not. Two factors matter even more: the developer and the area. Tier 1 developers, the likes of Emaar, Maras, and Shoba, consistently delivered higher appreciation, lower risk, better construction timelines, and higher resale demand. Tier 2 and 3 developers may offer cheaper entry prices, but the risks of delays, quality issues heavily reduce the chance of a strong return on investment. Your takeaways? Choosing the right developer can be more important than choosing off-plan versus ready property. Secondly, prime locations like Palm Jumeirah, downtown, Emirates Hills saw the highest appreciation, especially for villas. These areas act as a safe haven for high net worth individuals migrating to Dubai. And here's something interesting. Off-plan and secondary actually push each other up in prime zones. New off-plan launches raise the ceiling. Older ready properties rise with them. So which one is better for you? Here's the truth. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. If you're investing with tier 1 developers in strong areas, choose off-plan if you want to maximize capital appreciation, you're comfortable with waiting 2 to 4 years, you want flexible payment plans, and you want the newest designs and facilities. Choose secondary if you want immediate rental income, lower risk, you need a mortgage for a ready property, you prefer a known product, and you want tenants immediately. The key is aligning your investments with your goals and not following hype. If you're planning to invest in Dubai in 2026 and you want to make the right decision for your goals, not someone else's, I'd love to help you out. I work with investors just like you every single week, helping them secure high quality products backed by real data, transparency, and integrity. You'll find my phone number, email, a link to book a call, and your free 2026 Dubai off-plan buyer's guide all in the description below. Feel free to reach out at any time. And if you found this video valuable, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications because I've got more data-driven videos coming to help you make smart investment decisions. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.